Before we jump into the demo, very quick question we got from a few of our students who are tuning in. Which language should they learn to be better at AppScript?
Oh, yes, that's a good point. I think I forgot to mention it. AppScript is based off of JavaScript. And if you know anything about JavaScript or the history of JavaScript, aside from the name, it doesn't really have much to do or at all to do with Java itself. But basically, JavaScript is a language that developed to essentially aid browsers such that you would have additional functionality. And this came out actually a long time ago. In the 90s, there was JavaScript already available in the browsers. But over the years, the JavaScript has continued to evolve. It's essentially different iterations of JavaScript. It's like ECMAScript or something. And so as JavaScript has evolved, it has become like very universal with regards to how browsers will allow you to have additional functionality in any kind of web-based content. So in many regards, a lot of the modern web applications today, they actually preload, as you actually go to the website, I would say, it actually loads a certain amount of pre-coded JavaScript into your client, and that becomes like a smart client to interact and provide a lot more functionality. The language itself is relatively straightforward. It has kind of like I guess it's somewhat similar to other languages. Probably you could compare it to Java, for example, but the runtime, the way it executes is different. It's an interpreted language. It offers like, a fair amount of leeway with regards to programming, but it's not necessarily like a type. You're not really, basically I would say JavaScript is extremely easy to use, but it's also sometimes a little bit too flexible. So you can kind of have some issues if you're dealing with different types and stuff like that.